Good morning friends. Today's topic for discussion is single phase semi converter. We know that single phase semi converter means there are two diodes along with two SCRs, that is silicon control rectifier. They are connected in bridge form for controlling the output DC voltage. Means basically single phase semi converter is nothing but it is a AC to DC converter with the help of two thyristor and two diodes. So that is called as the single phase semi converter circuit. Sometimes it is also called as single phase line commutated converter. Now what is meant by line commutated converter? Line commutated converter means the SCR conduction stops because of the reversal of input line voltage. That's why it is called as the line commutated voltage. Because we know the theory that in AC circuit SCR will get commuted only when there is a phase reversal occurs at the input. So whenever my input goes below 0, at that time the negative voltage will be applied automatically across the conducting SCR and your SCR comes out of the conduction. So that's why it is called as the line commutated converter. Since the input voltage applied to this converter is single phase, it is called as the single phase line commutated converter. So in short, it is a semi-controlled converter which controls the output DC voltage from the input AC voltage. So why we want the output DC voltage to be get controlled? Because we want to vary the intensity of the lamp or vary the speed of the motor. For that we require the variable DC voltage, and the job of varying the output DC voltage is carried out with the help of two thyristor which is connected in the control converter circuit. Okay. Okay. Now you can see here this circuit is called as the control converter circuit. Here in this kit, this circuit is specifically designed with the help of two thyristor SCR1 and SCR2 along with two diodes, diode 1 and diode 2. Okay, so these two diodes. So we'll have to provide the gating signal to SCR S1 and SCR S2. So this is the triggering circuit which is designed with the help of UJT which will provide the firing pulses to the SCR S1 and S2 for conduction. Now the conduction period of each SCR is from 0 to 180 degree. So when I am saying it is 0 to 180 degree means SCR can start at a minimum firing angle and it goes to the extent maximum up to the 180 degree. So now we will see with the help of this. In this case right now you can observe the output DC voltage I am getting at the output of the resistor which is connected as a 500 ohm. For this I am getting the output voltage which is equal to 25 volt. Now for getting this output 25 volt DC I am applying input as an 32 volt AC supply. Now this is the RMS voltage which is supplied to the converter. Now for this 32 volt RMS I am getting 25 volt DC voltage at the output. Now in one cycle I am getting two pulses at the output. So the frequency of this converter is 100 Hz. My input frequency is 50 Hz, but my output frequency is 100 Hz because I am getting two pulses for one complete cycle. Okay. Now I will show you how the firing angle will change. If I change my firing angle, you will see here as I am increasing my firing angle, my output voltage will decreases because my conduction period will decrease. Now if you come to the initial point, you will see that this point is called as the firing angle, whereas this point is called as the conduction angle. So in one cycle there is a firing angle along with the conduction angle. So conduction angle, why I am interested in conduction angle? Because I have connected this oscilloscope across the load. So the duration for which my load is conducting, that I want to display on the oscilloscope. That's why you are getting the conduction angle. But my interest is to apply the firing pulse to the SCR. So at what interval of time my firing pulse will be applied to the SCR, that is called as the triggering angle or firing angle or the delay angle. So that delay angle or the firing angle will be nothing but like this point. So you can calculate for 180 degree half cycle alpha and beta. So this part is called as the beta, whereas this part is called as the alpha. So alpha plus beta is equal to 180 degree. So if you subtract this alpha from this beta, you will get the firing angle. So this is the firing angle. So total time duration for 10 millisecond you will have to calculate, and you will have to subtract this much millisecond from the total number of divisions. So you will get the firing angle accordingly. So what we come to know that the output voltage, this output DC voltage is continuously changing as I am increasing the firing angle. So as I keep on increasing my firing angle, my output DC voltage goes on decreasing and decreasing and decreasing. And you can see here my conduction angle is decreases and my firing angle is increased to this much. So my firing angle and conduction angle total sum is together is nothing but it is of 180 degree. So in this way we come to the conclusion that we can control the output DC voltage with the help of this circuit, and we have used UJT as a triggering circuit for the SCR, and by making the UJT conduction, and that will supply the pulses to the SCR in alternate combinations. So in positive half cycle, SCR S1 will conduct along with diode D1 like your rectifier, and SCR S2 is conducting along with diode D2 like your rectifier, normal bridge rectifier circuit. And in this way you will get the output DC voltage. What is the difference between that DC voltage and this DC voltage? In normal rectifier, whatever the output voltage you are getting, that is constant. You cannot change that DC voltage magnitude. But here in this case, you have seen that the output DC voltage is varied from 0 to maximum, that is of 26 volt. Because your input is 32 volt of RMS. So for 32 volt of RMS, your output DC voltage varies from 0 to maximum, which is of 26 volt. So that's all from my side. For this today's video, we have studied the single phase semi converter circuit with the help of UJT triggering circuit. This is a synchronized UJT triggering circuit which is used for providing the gating pulses or generating the gating signal to the semi converter circuit. And here the semi converter works in part in pair diode D1 along with SCR S1 and diode D2 along with SCR S2 to produce the variable DC output voltage across the resistive load. That's all. Thank you. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Professor Jitendra Zavde's Online Learning Solutions. Thank you and bye.